So we have a fresh scene, and I'm going to just delete my light and the camera. Maybe we'll just come into an orthographic view like this. Before we do anything else, I'm going to turn my timeline into the shader editor like that. And we can see we have a material on our cube. And just for the sake of clarity, we're going to call the material random, like that. And then with my cube selected, I'm going to do a Shift D to make a duplicate. And then I'm going to actually press a Shift Tab to turn on snapping. And then we're going to move our cube over there. And I'll do another Shift D to duplicate it. And then I'll do a Shift R to repeat that action. And then with all my cubes selected, I'm going to do another Shift D, move them up, and then another Shift R. So I've got a nice collection of cubes. And the important thing is that all these cubes should have this random material on it. So they've all got the same material. Now in the shader editor, what we're going to do is we're going to do a Shift A, and we're going to search for the object info node. So we take our object info node and put it down here, and we're also going to need a Shift A search for a color ramp. So if we just go ramp, should bring up color ramp like that. I'm going to drop that down around about there. So if we take the random output, plug it into the factor, take the color from our color ramp and plug it into the base color. At this point I need to press, if I'm over the 3D window, press on Z, and we want to just have material preview, probably okay. And we can see that our cubes are starting to get random values on them. And at the moment it's just black to white. So if we select on our color ramp and just click on the plus icon, we'll get a new tab in the middle there. And I think with the black one selected like that, the color picker will go black. And what I want to do is turn this into a color, which we'll turn it into red to start with. So in the RGB color space, we're going to turn down the green and the blue so that our color is red. I'm going to come into the middle one there, and we are going to turn this into a green. And yeah, not like that. So it's important to have them selected. So if we go red like that, click on that one with it active, we'll turn this one into a green. We could do it precisely with the sliders. And then we'll try and have that last one selected, which is obviously going to be our blue, like that, which is fine. And we can see that our cubes are now got a bunch of random colors between the three colors like that. If we change the linear rollout to constant, what will happen is that instead of using gradations between our points, it'll actually use the specific color on the point. But you'll notice we don't have blue appearing. In order to get the blue color to appear, there needs to be a certain space on that spectrum where blue is. So if we increase the amount of space that it occupies, we get more blue cubes. So if we sort of equally distribute them like that, we'll get a more of an equal distribution of those random colors. So obviously you can add as many points along here as you desire. Now let's just make the shader a little bit more interesting. So instead of duplicating this color ramp, I'm just going to add another one. So if I click on search, I'll have my color ramp there in the search, and we will do another Shift A and search for a noise. Let's get some kind of noise texture. That'll be fine, and we'll plug the color of our noise into the factor. And then if we come over to the right hand side of that and do a Shift A and search for a mix color, I can see it in my search there, so I'm just going to grab it. I'm going to take the color from that color ramp and plug it into A, and I'm going to take the color from our random color, plug it into B, and then we'll take the output, plug that into our base color like that. And now we can start to see we've got a little bit more of a sophisticated shader. and we could potentially increase the contrast of that noise like so it's a little bit more obvious what's going on there. But that could basically be, obviously this second color ramp could be any texture you want. It could be the diffuse texture that you have from your favorite PBR material, and then you can mix it with your randomized color. So it could be grass, it could be rocks, whatever your heart's desire.